there was a month in June where I was home by myself. Jordan and the boys were in Georgia visiting her family, and I just had a ton of extra time, which Natasha and I talked about this week, how every once in a while is nice. But I wanted to, I just knew, just from my past of training my whole life, I knew I was missing within my training, the mindset of being locked in on a goal. And then also I really missed, and something I appreciate so much is when I am training, my mind being completely empty. So I wanted to get locked in and focused on something that one really challenged me again, which I think is a critical part of not only a man, but a human. I think that's a part of our nature that most people learn to embrace. But then also just have a goal that was able to kind of pull me out of my everyday responsibilities for an hour, 2 hours, however long it was, and just really do something that's hard. So that week, it was kind of a crazy week. I started off the week watching YouTube videos. 3 different people, and this is the cool part of the story, but 3 different people that weren't associated with each other all recommended that I reach out to Natasha. I did reach out to her, and then I think she emailed me back on a Friday night. She asked to get on the phone on Saturday morning. So before getting on the phone with her, that was the first time I had committed to going back in the pool, which I think I swam a total of 8 25s and was so exhausted that I had to walk a lap around the pool just to get myself back to normal. And then we had our phone call, and that was kind of the start of it.
One thing that Matt's always complaining about is that he's just running out of breath, and a lot of the times it's just because an athlete is not breathing correctly in the water. What one should be doing is, as they go and put their head into the water, you want to blow out, so it's like you're sighing. There's water coming out your nose and your mouth. Typically, athletes will hold their breath as they're putting their head in the water, and then they're out of breath. So hopefully this will help get them into a rhythm before we start swimming.
Anybody who thinks swimming ain't shit, I would love to see you swim.
I had no intention or desire to bring any endurance, performance-based nutrition into raw nutrition. That was just that didn't cross my mind. But as I got into it, and as I was learning and seeking out information and talking to Natasha, what I found is that especially for where I was at in my own nutrition and my own understanding, that I was taking a lot of different products to basically encompass what was needed within one bottle of nutrition for a bike ride or for a run or whatever. So then, talking with Dom, I'm why don't we just do this? Because I find a great sense of satisfaction and pride of truly being able to use our own stuff. Plus, I think it's awesome for the brand, for the owners to kind of embark on a new challenge and then also use their own supplementation from their own company to do that. So we had those conversations when she was here, and also just from my coaching background and her coaching background, I think we really connected super fast. I think we mentally connected really well, on a coaching front. Her business is very different than mine in terms of the X's and O's, but I also think that there's a lot of ways that we can connect, just in terms of dealing with athletes and just managing our day, managing our time, and, going back and forth with discussions about that. So we had actually asked her that week, towards the end of the week, if it would be something that she was interested in. She's like, yes, absolutely. I need to go home and talk to my husband. I need to pray about it, all these things. And then here we are.
See that angle?
Yeah.
It's a little too acute and narrow. See that? You're actually coming in underneath the body.
That's my right arm, right?
Yeah, see that? And then the left arm it's just so acute. It's coming under that side. But yeah, that right arm is very pronounced.
Okay.
Essentially, my relationship with Matt and Dom was the reason we're here today. I mean, Matt spoke about just how we connected and working together. And, we discussed the last time I was here about this project, and it's honestly extremely exciting for us to be a part of the process of building and bringing this product to the market. All my athletes are besides themselves about it. For the fuel, that was a pretty extensive process in that we had our athletes go out for 5-6 hour rides and testing it. And so knowing full well that we tested it for taste and how it sit in the stomach and how were their energy levels over
5 hours about 2 or 3 times. We felt very confident in the formula we created because of that, and they felt really cool being a part of that process too. So I feel really honored to be a part of it.
It just felt right, to be honest. And I love Raw's messaging. You know, we were talking about the messaging yesterday about just being real and no filter and genuine. And the word genuine really came to mind. And I just, like Matt, just listening to you speak right now, just how genuine you are in yourself and in your story. And we just align with that. And that's something you want to be a part of.
And two, I think, you know, for us as owners, you know, we're going through evolution. We're going through an evolution as people. We've always said that we've always wanted the brand to transcend any one thing. And we also one day we want to be known as a brand where somebody sees a Raw shirt and they might not always have to bring that back to a supplement. You know, because like, what does Raw stand for other than pre-workouts? Like, there's so many more things that we're trying to bring to the table than just that. You know, so again, this is a product that I think is going to potentially be utilized by so many more people, because what I'm seeing is that, you know, the amount of people that are entering into 5Ks and runs and things like that, it's a massive audience that we haven't yet reached, but yet we might find so many commonalities in. So yeah.